नमस्कार.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः. गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी. विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. ओम 31 अव्यक्तनाम्नी परमेश शक्तिः अनाद्य विद्या त्रिगुणात्मिका परा. कार्यानुमेया सुधियैव माया यया जगत् सर्वमिदं प्रसूयते. सन्नाप्यसन्नाप्युभयात्मिकानो भिन्नाप्यभिन्नाप्युभयात्मिकानो सांगाप्यनंगाह्युभयात्मिकानो महाद्भुता निर्वचनीय रूपा. अव्यक्तमेतत्त्रिगुणैर्निरुक्तं तत्कारणं नाम शरीरमात्मनः. सुषुप्तिरेतस्य विभक्त्यवस्था प्रलीन सर्वेन्द्रिय बुद्धिवृत्तिः. So last time we completed the Anatma or Shariratrayam. Okay. In Shariratrayam, Kosha Panchakam has not been told, which will come later on. But Shariratrayam has been very completely elaborated as Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram and Karana Shariram. And Karana Shariram especially very aptly and clearly it has been explained. So, out of the questions, the Konama Bandha Katameshadatma. So, now Kosavanatma is completed. What is Anatma is completed. So, the next question is Paramah ka Atma. What is Atma? Okay. And the Guru starts अथते संप्रवक्ष्यामि स्वरूपं परमात्मनः यद्विज्ञानाय नरो बन्धात् मुक्तः कैवल्यमश्नुते. अथ. So when this word atha comes, now, so the moment this word now comes, then the question will always come, what was it before this? Okay, so what was it before? So when a person says, now I am going to tell, atha, that atha gives a clarity that it is a continuity of something which has been told. Okay, especially when this word atha comes in the starting of any grantha, then it becomes very difficult to decipher what atha means. Especially when it comes to Brahma Sutras. Brahma Sutra starts with Atha Athatah Brahma Jignasa. Atha Ataha Brahma Jignasa. Athatah Brahma Jignasa. Same way your other sutras, especially the Purva Mimamsa also starts Athato Brahma Dharma Jignasa. Athatah dharma jignasa dharmajna samayah pramanam vedascha chatvaro varnaha. Like that it will go. So, in the starting of a text, when this word atha comes, atha is also called Mangala Shlok, Mangalacharanam. Atha is also used for Mangalacharanam. So, atha, one of the meaning is Mangala word. Another meaning is hence now. So hence now is told only after considering something before that. So in this text when it is coming now, atha te sampravakshyami. So now the Guru says, now I am going to tell you. After telling you anatma, after telling what is bandha, after telling all the other things which questions were there, now I am going to tell you what is atma. How am I going to tell? Sampravakshyami. Okay. Vakshyami is to tell. Pravakshyami, prakrishtena vakshyami, I will clearly tell. Sampravakshyami, samasta prakrishtena vakshyami, I will tell you completely, crisply, what? Swarupam Paramatmanaha. Are you able to get this? Swarupam Paramatmanaha is the word which is used here. Okay. What is the question? Paramah ka Atma is the question. Okay. What is Acharya answering? Acharya says, Athate sampravakshyami swarupam paramatmanaha. What is paramatmanaha? Sorry. See, why this word paramatmanaha is there? Huh? Atmanaha word is what?
Atmana is typically used in context of us, right? Atma is within us. And Paramatma is the Brahman.
So, Atmana is Tritiya. Atma, Atmano, Atmanaha, Atmanam, Atmano, Atmanaha, Atmana. So, this Atmanaha, Paramatmanaha, Paramatmano, Paramatmanaha. So, when you use the prefix Param, Atmanaha is not Tritiya, it is Prathama Ekavachana. So, supreme most Atmanaha is Paramatmana. What is the question? Paramaha Kaha Atma. Kaha Paramaha plus Atma is Paramatma. You understand? Kaha Paramatma is the question. Okay, and the answer is Swarupam Paramatmanaha Atha Te Sampravakshyami. I will tell you the Swarupam, the innate nature of what this Paramatma is. I will very clearly and completely tell you. Having told Anatma, now I am going to tell you what is Parama Atma. Is it clear? So Atha gets a very clear continuity here. Okay. Yet now in this particular shloka, what is he is giving Pratignya Vakyam. He is giving what is the object he is going to talk about. He is also going to tell the phalam of knowing that. Because in the second line he says, Yat Vijnanaya, by knowing that. Vijnanaya is not, Yat Jnatva is not saying. Having knowing that, no. Yat Vijnanaya, Visheshena Jnanaya, that means knowing it completely and internalizing it completely. What will happen? Naraha bandhat muktaha kaivalyam ashnute. Who? Not bhutaha. Very clearly, by knowing this knowledge, by internalizing this knowledge, by living up to this knowledge, to whom the benefit is going to be there? Who is the beneficiary? Not Jiva Jantu. Naraha. That means that species who are endowed with intellect, One category of species who are Naraha, not for Va Naraha. Okay, so it is for Naraha, Atha Va Naraha. Okay, not for Va Naraha, but for Naraha. And by knowing that, what happens to them? Bandhat Muktaha. They become Muktaha from Bandha. So Bandha goes to Panchami Vibhakti. From Bandha, from bondage, they become Muktaha. They are completely relieved. They have the full freedom now. And by getting this freedom, what is the benefit? So now, see, we have to understand what is the ultimate benefit. And to get the ultimate benefit, what I should focus on? The penultimate object, the goal. And for getting that, I have to go to the further penultimate goal. What I want? Kaivalyam Ashnute. Okay. To get Kaivalyam Ashnute, what I should do? I should get Muktaha from Bandha. For getting Muktaha from Bandha, what should I do? I should Vijnaya. Yad Vijnaya. I should clearly understand and internalize. What I should internalize? Swarupam Paramatma. Okay. So what is my main goal? Kaivalyam Ashnute. For getting that goal, what should I do? Bandhat Muktaha. For Bandhat Muktaha, what should I do? I should get Vijnanam. Vijnanam of what? Swarupam Paramatmana. So, now my ultimate goal has come 3 steps below, that I should understand and internalize what is Paramatma. Okay. The rest are consequential of it. Effort is not required. If I do Paramatma Swarupam Vijnanaya, Yad Vijnaya, I don't have to then bother of Bandha Muktaha. I don't have to bother of Kaivalyam Ashnute, because it is anyway going to happen. So now my goal has changed to clearly understand Swarupam Paramatmana. And how will I understand that? Sampravakshyami. Guru Sampravakshyami. The Guru says, I will clearly tell. So by knowing that, you will get this Vishesha Jnanam, Atma Jnanam. From the Atma Jnanam, Bandha Muktaha. From Bandha Muktaha, Kaivalyam Ashnute. How step by step, very clearly, this is called mentoring. Understanding very clearly. Okay, you have to put effort, everything is there. But I am going to show the light on that path. You have to walk that path. Okay. So, this is the Pratignya Vakyam, he says, with the phala, what you will get. And who is the instrument for it? I am the instrument. The teacher is the instrument. Is it clear? Now we comes to the actual topic. Yeah.
Maybe you explained it, but I don't. Kaivalyam Ashnute, what is that, Guruji?
Ashnute. Kaivalyam Ashnute. What is Kaivalyam? What is Kaivalyam? What is Kevala? Kaivalyam is coming from the word Kevala.
Okay.
Okay. Muktaha, freed. Kaivalyam is liberation. Ashnute, want to attain. So, Yad Vijnanaya, after knowing, having realized that Naraha Bandhat Muktaha, this human being gets freed from the Bandha, and by getting freed, what will he achieve? Liberation he attains. Okay. Yeah.
So see, two classes ago we talked about everybody is free. We think we are not free.
Correct. Correct.
So now why is he saying that I will tell you how to be free?
Correct. What will he tell now?
He's going to explain about Atma.
And by that, what is going to happen? If he explains about Atma, what is going to happen after that?
So Guruji, isn't it more about us trying to completely internalizing it and living it?
Yeah.
Isn't that more?
Come to go step by step what is logically going to happen. Till now I do not know about Atma. Now I am going to be taught about Atma. Then what will happen? Then what will happen to that student?
Awareness or knowledge of about Atma.
Then what will happen? Once he gets knowledge about Atma, what will happen?
Devalue Anatma.
Hmm?
Other devalue Anatma, other things.
So what he was considering Anatma as self, which is wrong knowledge, gets replaced with right knowledge, Aham Brahmasmi. So he is not going to teach new. He is only going to remove that wrong knowledge of clutter by telling what is his true nature. He is only going to show him the mirror, Shastra Darpana, of his true nature. He is not going to convert him. By looking at that Shastra Darpana, this student understands that I am no more that bound person, I am in reality Muktaha.
So
By that what happens? My bandha breaks. That bandha, is it real? No. It is superimposed by me on me. So I myself untie myself. Clear?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So nothing changes here. If first, see, just imagine, you go to a doctor telling that I have a headache. And doctor, after checking everything, actually knows that you don't have an headache. But this person now psychologically needs a treatment. So that small tablet, that placebo, blank, without anything, he will give it. And very happily this person will have it and say my headache has gone. Why? There is no need to remove a non-existent headache. But if you tell this person that you don't have a headache, this person will say the doctor doesn't know anything. So the doctor, being very empathetic to this person, says, yes, you have a headache. I will remove your headache. I am capable of it and I will assure that it is gone. You have this medicine. And this person happily goes. And then comes back and says, this doctor is very good. So his clutter in the mind which was created is going to be clarified and removed by the Guru, and by which that established reality, Aham Brahmasmi, is going to just be understood by this person, just by decluttering him. Okay, and he feels that my treatment has happened now. Because don't forget, this is Vyavahara. When a teacher is telling a student, there is Vyavahara in it. So Vyavahara has to have Dvaita. It cannot be Advaita. That is principle. Now he is going to use that through Dvaita and then remove the clutter. Here. So there is no deviation from what it is. Right. So Kaivalyam Ashnute. Next one. Asti kaschit swayam nityam aham pratyaya lambanaha avasthatraya sakshi san panchakosha vilakshanaha. Asti. Again, there is. Kaschit. Now see. Please understand, to come to the subject, you have to first objectify it. Don't come and tell that, oh, what is Brahman? Brahman is that thing. It starts that way. Are you are calling that thing? That means Am Brahmasmi is not there. No. That is how you start. Okay. So here he says, Asti, there is Kaschit something. There is something. Kuch to hai. When you say na, that kuch to hai cannot be taken as something different also, but while considering, you are considering it as a different entity than you. Asti Kaschit Swayam Nityam. Swayam, absolutely Nityam. By itself, independent, existence, always there, eternal. Okay. There is something which is absolute and eternal entity. What is that? Aham pratyaya lambanam. Pratyaya is what? Pratyaya and pratika. Pratika.
Pratika is reflection.
Equivalent to. So this flag is pratika of the country. The flag is equivalent to the country. I can personify the country in terms of a flag. Are you able to get this? Asmin Haridra Bimbe Mahaganapatin Dhyayami. So I have personified that Ganpati in this Haridra Bimba or in this Kalash. The Kalash will look Kalash only. It will not have a soon wind aayega nahi usko. But I have superimposed Pratika. Pratyaya is what? Which denotes, which symbolizes. So what is that symbol for Aham? Alambanam. That which symbolizes Aham as a Pratyaya. Aham Pratyaya Alambanam. Aham Pratyaya Alambanam is substratum of me which is symbolized. The moment you say Aham Pratyaya Alambanam, you are now going to actually see it as something different, not me. नहीं समझ रहे. The moment you say that, what is Aham? Myself. What is Pratyaya? Symbolizing. Alambanam is what? Some entity which will symbolize me. Now, if something is going to symbolize me, like for example, I say this is my photograph. That photograph is different than me. You will never consider you as the photograph. So, the way is to always look you also as a different reflection and then say that it is not a reflection, you are actually seeing the truth. It's a way of telling it. Because unless you objectify the subject, you will not understand it. So the LKG step is to objectify it. And then when the person understands, oh, it is actually my reflection, then say, now you try to see that without having the mirror. So first you are trained to see yourself through the mirror. Then now that you are able to see without, through the mirror, you have perfected it. Now remove the mirror. What will you see? You will still see yourself. In yoga, you first do Bahirtratak. Then from Bahirtratak you go to Antartratak. In Antartratak, what you have seen with your eyes open, Bahirtratak only you will see without that alambanam in the Antartratak. But if you directly say that close your eyes and try to see the Om, you will see everything else other than Om. And hence, there is a methodology used. Do not mistake it that the teacher is objectifying the subject. As though objectifying, we have to tell here. As though objectifying, so that because the student is a KG student. You have to slowly give information and then the student matures. So, he says, there is something which symbolizes me or my ego, aham. Okay, aham mama. But it is swayam nityam. It is eternal, independent, and an absolute entity. Then what does it do? If there is something, then what does it do? He says, Avastha Traya Sakshi San. It works as a witness to all your avastha. So now imagine there is one which is sitting, without telling, he is saying which is sitting within you, which is symbolizing you. If you consider it, it is symbolizing completely you. Atman is neutral gender. So it. Okay. That is why Atma is genderless. Don't say Striling and Pulling. Both the Atmas are neuter only. So what is it? Aham pratyaya lambanam. It is a symbolic of what I am. But if you are saying symbolic, it is not another material. It is eternal. It is nityam. Okay. And it is swabhava. Swayam. It is absolute. Swayam. Okay. Apart from being a witness to these three states, it is different and distinctly different than the five koshas. So the moment if you tell that it is a sakshi for the three states, the student can mistake it to be subtler than one of the koshas. So very clearly said that it is different than your panchakoshas. So if which also clearly tells atha panchakosha vilakshanaha, if he has told, he has actually assumed that the student knows what is panchakosha. So the student who comes is not an LKG student who has completed some basic level of learning and knows the Upanishads. Some idea, he has done the Abhyasa and he knows what is Panchakosha. So he clearly makes a statement, although later on he will explain what Panchakosha is. But here he is making an assumption that the student should know Avasthatraya Sakshi, who is the witness to all your three avasthas and different from Panchakosha. There is something which is Nitya and Swayam. Okay. And it is Aham Pratyaya number. Something Asti Kaschit. So now the student who was considering himself to be this Shariratrayam gets an idea that there is something beyond the Shariratrayam which is a Sakshi for the Shariratrayam and which is not a part of this Panchakosha. And this is how the Upanishad says Dva Suparna Sayuja Samanam, that Mundaka Upanishad, the two birds sitting on the branch. Samanam vrikshe parishasvajata. Out of that one perches the food. It eats the food. Pippala swadvati. Anyantu ashnan. The other one does not eat anything. So here the idea is consider as two. One is ahankara, other is atma. Ahankara transacts. Both are in the same vriksha. Samanam vriksha means in the same body. And both are superimposed to each other, so connected that you will never know that there are two. You will feel there is only one. But there are two. One which continuously interacts with the Prakriti. The other one which is blessing all this what is happening. So, very nicely by this statement, Acharya from Kosavanatma he says Paramah ka Atma, Parama Atma is beyond this Anatma, which is a Sakshi of this Anatma and which is a Alambanam of your ego, because that gives sentiency to your Ahankara. This Ahankara gives sentiency to Manas. This Manas gives sentiency to Indriyas. These Indriyas give sentiency to the object. That object from outside now comes inside you. So how that transfer is happening? So all these are interacting, but that Atma is only blessing. It is not interacting. Are you able to get it? So he is bringing this concept that there is Aham and there is Atma. How do you see two things are there? Kaschit is a thing and Aham is ego. So there is a thing beyond the ego. Beyond the Ahankara, there is Aham. There is something sitting there, which is Aham Pratyaya Alambanam. Getting this point? Okay. But never the Acharyas and Upanishads point out it is that. It is, see, it is not crystallized. A concept is given and you make an objectification out of that. So everyone's objectification can be different. They will never crystallize the subject, but they will show it as though they are objectifying it, so that you understand the concept. And then they say you should not objectify it. Okay? Yeah. Then, so, Asti kaschit swayam nityam aham pratyaya lambanaha avastatraya sakshi san panchakosha vilakshanaha. Is this clear? Good. We go to the next one. Yo vijanati sakalam jagrat swapna sushuptishu. Yaha. Now see, what is yaha? Yat shabdam. Yaha is that person. So now it has got objectified. Yaha. If someone says you, see, please understand, if I tell you, then it becomes tvam. If I say me, it becomes aham. If I say that, he or she, saha, sa. Now because it is not a living thing is what an assumption, because you have told kaschit, something. So he says yad. Yaha. That thing, okay, objectification has come. Huh? Vijanati sakalam. That which knows everything. That which knows everything. By bringing this concept of that which knows everything, what is the Lakshanam coming out? by
That
being,
which is present all the time,
that is already come earlier.
Nityam.
Ah, that which knows everything. What are the lakshanams?
Pervading it, also all pervading.
What are the lakshanam? Atma lakshanam.
It's all pervading, ever present, ever happy, cannot be destroyed.
I am not referring to that. Lakshanam. Two types of lakshanams are there. Tatastha lakshanam, swarupa lakshanam.
Yes.
What is Atma swarupa lakshanam? Sat Chit Anandaha. That is the only Swarupa Lakshanam which you can give for Atma. There is no fourth. There are millions of Tatastha Lakshanam you can give. Yatova Imani Bhutani Jayante. From that where every Srishti has come. Ye Najatani Jivanti. On which everything is continuously, that continuum is there. Ye Najatani Jivanti. Yat Swayam, what is that? यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते ये न जातानि जीवन्ति यत् प्रयन्त्यपि संविशन्ति, into which everything goes and laya. So Srishti Sthiti Laya is out of what? In that also the question is yato va, from where? From whom? So the Upanishad asks the question as a third person now. Are you able to get that? As though an object. Because then only when you understand the subject as an objectified, you can remove the objectification out. It's a way of teaching. Is it clear? Now, yo vijanati sakalam, the moment he says, janati is what? To know. Vijanati, completely in depth, nothing left, in the true sense, understands or knows everything. Which of the Swarupa Lakshanam is yo vijanati sakalam? Students, start connecting. This is not a discourse. Viveka Chudamani stirs. It is not a certain level of knowledge and connection is now expected. Yaha vijanati sakalam. What is vijanati? I can't hear you. You're on mute.
That which knows everything in depth.
Wait. Knows. What is the verb here?
Knowing. No.
No. What is the abstract form of it?
Knowledge.
What is the Sanskrit word of it?
Jnanam.
Now connect. What are the three Swarupa Lakshanam? What are the three Swarupa Lakshanam? Just now I told. Sat, Chit, Ananda.
Sat, Anand. Yeah,
Ah.
Sat, yeah.
Correct? Three Swarupa Lakshanam. Which of this is connecting to Jnanam?
Sat.
Sat Kim. Sat Kim. Trikale Tishtati Iti Sat. So it is related to what? Existence, beyond time.
Beyond time.
Chit Kim. Tattvabodha. All your answers are sitting there. No doubt about it. Jnana Swarupaha.
Yeah, Jnana Swarupa. Yeah.
So, Yo Vijanati Sakalam is what Chit Swarupa is telling now. Without telling Chit, he is given that. Are you able to get now? 1 plus 1 equal to 2, you have to connect it. The student is expected to do something. Avastatraya Sakshi. Avastatraya Sakshi already has told about Sat. Kalatrayepi Tishtati iti Sat. In all the 3 avasthas it is present means what? Beyond time also it is present now. Are you able to get that? So Sat is told in that earlier shloka. In this shloka he is slowly opening it out. Chit. Word meaning you know. Now inference, connecting, that will give you complete knowledge. Okay. Yo Vijanati Sakalam. Sakalam of what? Jagrat avasthayam, swapna avasthayam, sushupti avasthayam. Jagratsu, swapnasu, sushuptishu. Okay. Saptami Bahuvachanam. In the state of Jagrat, everything in the state of Jagrat, everything in the state of deep sleep, everything in the state of dream. Who has the knowledge? Complete knowledge, perfect knowledge, true knowledge. Clear? Buddhi tad vritti. Buddhi tad vritti. Sadbhavam. Buddhi is intellect. Tad vritti sadbhavam is it gives that the presence of it, the buddhi is present and functioning is what it is giving. How? Vritti sadbhava. What is vritti? What is vritti?
Nature.
Very good. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha. Vritti. Vrittayaha.
Yeah, it's the ripples in the mind, right? Like
Bundle of thoughts.
thoughts, yeah.
Thoughts, vritti. Correct?
Comes and downs.
Buddhi tadvritti. Okay. The vritti in the buddhi. That means alive buddhi, which has got bundle of various thoughts. Sadbhava. Sadbhavam is what? Endowed with. The buddhi endowed with bundle of thoughts. Okay. Abhavam. Abhavam is the absence of it. Understand, first understand, then write it. Otherwise, you will not get a head and tail of what you are writing. Because when you just join it, you will see what is the meaning, nothing comes out. Buddhi tad vritti sadbhavam, the vritti in the buddhi, endowed, the buddhi endowed with vritti, and the buddhi which doesn't have the vritti. Buddhi tad vritti sadbhavam, buddhi tad vritti abhavam. Are you able to get now? No. That is why I said stop writing. What is he saying? Come back again. Yo vijanati sakalam jagrat swapna sushuptishu. That who understands completely, truly everything in all the three states. The intellect endowed with bundles of thoughts and the intellect in the absence of all the thoughts. Okay, we are not completed it. Tat abhavam aham iti ayam. Aham, that I is this. Now he is coming to the subject matter. That I, aham pratyaya lambanam, that aham iti is what? It is that which knows everything of all the three states, and the buddhi with the vritti, and the buddhi without the vritti. It is that. Now it makes sense. So, buddhi with vritti is called what?
Somehow.
Is called what?
Mana.
Buddhi with vritti. Whose buddhi? Whose buddhi? Whose buddhi? What a simple answer.
Our
buddhi.
My buddhi. No, our and all here. You all are not husband wife. My buddhi.
Yes.
Vritti in whose buddhi?
My buddhi.
So whose vritti?
My buddhi.
What is my vritti?
My intellect, right?
What is that? The outcome of that my intellect is what? Aham kara iti ahankara.
Ahankara, yeah.
Now it gives meaning. So buddhi with sadbhavam is ahankara. Buddhi vritti with sadbhavam is ahankara. And buddhi without any vritti is what? If one is ahankara, what is the other? Don't call atma. No deep sleep. Ahankara is active only in Jagrat and Swapna state. In Sushupti, Ahankara is not there. Yes or no? So, Buddhi, Tad Vritti Sadbhavam, Jagrat Swapna. That is why he has given three states. Okay. And Vijnanamaya Kosha active there. Buddhi, Tad Vritti, Abhavam is Sushupti state. And in both, there is a Sakshi Aham Iti who completely knows everything. Vijanati. How Atma is getting now towards her? It's not an easy one. Because he has to show it that it is beyond what you are thinking. Samajh mein aa raha hai? Okay. So, see both the shlokas now. Then you will start appreciating how he is going now. Asti kaschit swayam nityam, he is introducing a concept in the first one, in 125. Okay. Swayam nityam aham pratyaya lambanaha. What is that? Avastatraya sakshi san panchakosha vilakshanaha. Now that avastatraya sakshi san, he is now elaborating. Why? This student knows avastatraya. So to know a sakshi of avastatraya, it becomes easy. He says, Yo vijanati sakalam jagrat swapna sushuptishu. Jagrat swapna sushuptishu is what? Avastatraya. And there is a sakshi. That sakshi is यह विजानाति सकलम. जाग्रत स्वप्न अवस्थासु बुद्धि तत् वृत्ति सद्भावम, सुषुप्तिषु बुद्धि तद् वृत्ति अभावम. Aham iti ayam. It understands as aham, as ahankara, or it understands as I. That function called I. The moment you say I, here whenever we refer to I, it is right now ahankara. The student is in a state of mixing ahankara and atma. So the teacher says there is something called an atma which reflects on the ahankara, and that ahankara, if it is active, then you are in jagrat or swapna sthiti, and if the ahankara is not active, you are in sushupta sthiti. In either of the sthiti, this atma sakalam vijanati. Is it clear? Very clear? Okay. यः पश्यति स्वयं सर्वं यं न पश्यति कश्चन, यश्चेतयति बुद्ध्यादि न तद्यं चेतयत्ययम्. This is the next one, na? Is that the next one? Yah pashyati, correct. Again, everything is told us that one, that guy. ये तुम्हारा बात नहीं कर रहा है, वो जो बैठे हैं ना अंदर. हृदय गुहर मध्ये केवलम ब्रह्म मात्रम अहम अहमिति साक्षात्. हृदय गुहर मध्ये केवलम ब्रह्म मात्रम अहम अहमिति साक्षात्. That which is deep inside, which you will not know. Anoraniyan mahato mahiyan. That indweller antaryami is the one which is giving sentiency and knowledge to this aham, aham karoti ahankara. That ahankara is active during Jagrat Swapna, and that ahankara is sleeping in Sushupti. Yet, that Dvasuparna, that inner bird which is not perching anything, is Sakshi of this outer bird, whether it is perching or not perching. Are you clear? Okay. Yah pashyati swayam sarvam. He sees by himself everything. Now, why is this given? Why is this given? See, all this I am going to take a little more in deep later on. First, you have to understand that concept, and then we will go. Yah pashyati swayam sarvam. He sees everything by himself. Yaha pashyati swayam sarvam. Why? If I have to see, I need someone to give me sentiency to the sight, and then only I can see. He doesn't need any sentiency. Nityam. Okay. So he is the seer of everything. Why? Independent of the time, he is the Sakshi. Avastatraya Sakshi. So he sees everything. Yaha vijanati. So he is the seer of everything at all times. Okay. Yah pashyati swayam sarvam yam na pashyati kaschana. Now comes the other way around. He can see everything, but you cannot see him. समझ में आ रहा है? यः पश्यति स्वयं सर्वम. He by himself can see everything, but if you try to see him, you cannot see. So he is now making it the subject. He is moving the object into the subject area. Are you able to get this? Why? The mobile phone can never ring its own number. The camera can never take its own photograph. The eyes can never see itself how beautiful it is. Others have to tell or the mirror has to tell, but you by yourself cannot see your eyes and say, what a beautiful eyes I have got. No, you can't see it. But that eyes can see everything. Yaf pashyati sarvatra, yam na pashyati kaschana. Is it clear? Yes, chetayati buddhyadi. What is chetayati? Yaha chetayati buddhyadi. What is chetayati?
Chetana, giving chetana.
So it can give sentiency to buddhi adi. Means what? Etc. So buddhi, manas, panchajnanendriya, panchakarmendriya, the sthula shariram, everything it can give chetana. Okay? So it has an ability to give sentiency. Now what is the other way around? Na tadyam chetayatyayam. Na tadyam chetayatyayam. Is it clear? Same concept is continuing. Yam chetayati, it illumines. Okay? It can see everything, but no one can see it. It can illumine the intellect, but none of our indriyas can illumine it. None of our sukshma shariram can illumine it. Yes or no?
None of our sukshma shariram can illuminate it, is what you're saying.
It can illuminate all the sukshma shariram. What is your sukshma shariram?
Buddhi and
Chatvari antakarana, pancha jnanendriya, pancha karmendriya.
Yeah.
The outside object is illumined to me by my jnanendriya into the manas through the buddhi. If I consider this to be that way, can any of these Chatvari Antakarana or any of this, can it illumine that? No, it cannot.
No, not.
So it can see everything, but no one can see it. It can illuminate everything, but no one can illumine it. Sarva Pramana Agocharaha. Correct? Very clear? So, what is he saying now? Slowly he is talking about the subject matter, saying that whatever you are talking in this external world has got limitation to your Indriya Shakti, Mano Shakti, Buddhi Shakti, Vritti Shakti, whatever Shakti. But this what I am saying, ये सबको इल्यूमिन करता है, उसको कोई इल्यूमिन कर नहीं सकते और करने का जरूरत नहीं, बिकॉज इट इज स्वयं नित्यम. चेतयति सर्वम, it can see everything, it can illumine everything, but none of these things have a capability to see it, nor it can illumine, nor it need to be illumined, because it is self-illumined. Are you seeing the concept how he is bringing? So now slowly from the third person it will come to first person. It starts with the third person. Even now telling that thing. Correct? Like that he is going ahead. Okay. We will go into depth of this where Upanishads and other things are talking about it in more detail. But once you understand the way it goes, then it becomes easy to comprehend all that together. Which we will continue in the next class, where Yena Vishwamidam Vyaptam Yamna Vyapnoti Kinchana. Correct? That's the next one. Let me see. It's in a different text. No, Prakriti Vikriti Bhinna it is. Okay. There are a couple of things more in this. So 127 to the next one is 135. It's a jump. But if you go to the text slowly one by one, he will clarify with more examples. Okay. Which we will see it in the next class. We will talk about this. We have to elaborate. We have to spend more time to understand this very clearly. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Namaskar. Hari.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.